Well, good morning, good morning, good morning, and happy 4th of July. So, let's get the cards a good ruffle shuffle this morning and just see what they're going to tell us today. Okay, off we go. So, the reading's about this distancing, this walking away. Energy coming into it, the choices made in life, the path being walked, investigations are above it, and the foundation is an agreement about investigations. What's taking place today, being overturned, okay? Being overturned. Upside down. So the challenge is what's being worked on being overturned from what's coming in that they're trying to get away with. Okay. When it comes to this abuse of power, and the outside influence is the truth. When it comes to the manipulation, the wheel is turning. So, investigations above it with what's coming in about the manipulations. The foundation is an agreement about these what they're trying to get away with. The wheel is turning on that. Now, I did the reading the other day again about Blanch coming up, and he's going to give rainbow unicorn BS to the judge, which he did. You know, we don't have to give you anything. We don't have to. We're not releasing the files. We're not, a bunch of rainbow BS he was giving to the judge. So it's about this walking away with the choices made, things being overturned, the challenge is what's being worked on, potential outcome when it comes to the abuse of power. The truth is coming about the manipulations and the wheel turning. So, it's not going to fly. They're doing all they can to keep the Epstein files kibosh on it because Trump and the uber wealthy are in there in a big time. What they're concealing is beyond heinous. Now, Blanch also said, well, we can't release it because the co-conspirators are the victims. They're the co-conspirators, so we're not releasing it. Yeah, the victims are the co-conspirators now. Not the wealthy, not Trump. It's the victims that are the ones that are the conspirators on this. So what's driving it is the argument, the struggle. When it comes to the new concrete things, path opening up on that with what's being offered up. When it comes to, guess what? The wealthy and their cup of abominations. So figuring out the next move, because this is absolutely painful, mentally, physically painful. And that's it. It's going to come to an end. That judge is not going to play. He's not going to be happy with this whatsoever. So it's about controlling the action of this when it comes to what's being birthed in America, when it comes to the message of the concrete evidence and what's been built. The judge is saying, look, it's time that these guys need to go away, okay? Because there's going to be a victory charging forward, club in hand, when it comes to getting some balance with what they're trying to control, the evidence. When it comes to the world situation, he wants the ones that are in different languages to be translated and put out there. And rapidly, it's exposing what? Trump to where the courts and where what things are moving to, they are facing a loss with what they continue to try to hide. The judge is going to keep them, tied up from what they're withholding when it comes to the information about and the knowledge, the higher ups, with the Republicans or the wealthy, the whole cabal of these pedophiles. There's a new action coming and a nightmare of swords coming down, okay? So Blanch is doing all he can to run interference, but the court is not going to have it, okay? Like I said, yeah, Blanch went out there and he's out there dragging his unicorn in there and just throwing, sparkling unicorn feces all over the court and saying, here. And it's not going to fly. It's not going to fly. So, let me give these a good ruffle shuffle. I want to ask, what's the end point for Blanch? What's the end point going to be for Blanch and the rest of these ones that run interference for Trump and his buddies? Controlling the action with what's coming in, the figuring out the next move, it's going to end, okay? His ability to control these actions, figuring out the next move, no, that's not happening, okay? With what you're trying to sell, what you're blocking, okay? What you're building, the cup of abominations, and the dark side above it. Yeah, we're looking at the experts and the things and what's being withheld. It's going to be the burden, and what's crossing it all is his abuse of power, okay? So that's coming up for Blanch. Your abuse of power, what you're withholding, is going to become ever more burdensome. With the foundation of what's built, they're going to come to the experts, okay? When it comes to, again, what he's trying to sell, when it comes to this cup of abominations, trying to block the dark side, your ability to control the actions, figuring out the next move is coming to a what? An end, okay? So Blanch and their cohorts are going to go down. You think you can control it. You think you can railroad the courts. Okay? You're full of yourselves. I guess Trump has said he's going to give you all major pardons and just go ahead and continue to be criminals and I'll take care of you. Okay? It's not going to happen. Okay? So on that note, I'll leave that here. We'll see you online. Happy 4th.